Hi there. I'm Dr. Karen Klepecki, and I am one of the licensed Sedona method instructors that teaches a very interesting little technique internationally. And I was wanting to share that with you. It's particularly interesting for people who are in the middle of feeling uncomfortable feelings or anxieties or maybe muscle aches or pains or headaches or tensions or stresses of any kind. And that particularly can occur in things like when we're flying on airplanes, or we're getting anxious about packing or going somewhere, or in the airport, getting to things on time, or carrying heavy bags, and just having a lot of discomfort. Sometimes when we just sit down and finally relax in one spot, we can really get a handle on what's going on. And let me help you with a couple of little pointers that might really make a difference to being able to manage these little sensations differently. So the first thing that happens when we feel some kind of a stress or a tension, whatever it may be, a fear or muscle ache or something, we usually put our mind and our focus on it, and we want to figure it out. We want to do something about it. We want to know why it's there. We want to make it go away. We want to be able to contain it, control it, or do something. So I'm wondering if in this moment I could ask you, if you're having some kind of a feeling or sensation like that, the first thing might be, could you just in this moment decide to let go of wanting to do anything about it just for a moment? Could you just stop? That's the first thing. Just stop. Stop for a minute and just get a grip of just being here with it for a moment. So that's the second thing. The second thing is, could you just take a couple of breaths right down deep in your belly, right down deep. Take a couple of breaths, breathe through, and see if you actually feel the sensation somewhere in your body. You may just feel it as thoughts running through your head, but you might be able to feel a bit of a sensation somewhere in the body. If it's a muscle ache or pain, stiff neck, you might feel that. You might feel a headache. You might feel an anxiousness in the tummy, something like that. So wherever you feel it, in this moment, in this moment, could you allow it to be there? Could you just stop and let it be there? And then the third thing is, could you just decide, yes or no? Could you let it go for now? Yes or no? Could you let that go? Just for now. Would you let that go? Yes or no? When? Would you let it go now? Okay, let's just check. Let's just check again and see what it feels like. Now check again. Maybe your mind is wanting to figure something out again and get all into here and want to ask questions. And could you just for now, step one, could you just let go of trying to figure anything out? Just for now. Let go of wanting to do anything about what you might be feeling. And step two, take a couple of breaths, and could you identify that feeling or sensation, muscle ache, headache, whatever it is, could you just identify it as a sensation? Even fear is just a sensation. Could you allow it to be there? Could you just be with it? And just stop and allow it. Could you allow it a little bit more? And third thing, just in this moment right now, just a decision. Could you let it go? Or maybe you could say, would you let it go if you could? And just check and answer yes or no. Would you let it go? Yes or no? And when? And just check and see how that feels. See if that feels maybe a little bit lighter, maybe a little more expansive. Letting go is just actually not letting the sensation be more than just that. It's just a sensation. Maybe I can put less attention and meaning on it. Maybe I could let that go. Maybe I could relax even a little bit more. And you can do that every time you feel something. And that's one way of actually releasing. And it's from this technique called the Sedona method, Sedona, from Sedona, Arizona. I hope that's helpful to you.